I'm Judge Scott Ugell of the town of Clarkstown, and I've been asked to speak today about the Rockland Arts Festival that's coming up in January of 2022. I wanted to share with you some of my feelings about the arts and how important it is to me, but how important it is to our society and our culture. A lot can be said about the arts. People sometimes think it's entertainment only, but I think that people need to dig down deeper and think more about that. And let me share with you a few things that I learned over my life about the arts. First, my undergraduate degree is from Syracuse Newhouse School. So I actually studied film and television and the visual arts as an undergrad. I only chose to go to law school by some kind of freak accident. I just want you to know that. But seriously, and I grew up in a household that was very attuned to the arts. My parents were very big in music. My mom actually sang and recorded some records when she was very young. And art, music, theater was very important in our house, and we really celebrated it. So much so that one of the big things in our lives was watching Ed Sullivan every Sunday night and seeing different entertainers of different values. Watching the Grammys, watching the Oscars, and watching even the Emmys as a kid was a big family event for us, and it meant a lot. So I wanted to first talk about that. But I did some research about how important the arts are to our society, and let me share that with you. The arts, they are a way of expressing our natural behavior. It's an expression of our culture. It's an expression of our diversity, and that's an extremely important component of our culture. Art is a form of language. It's a way we communicate to each other, and that's incredibly important in a happy, healthy society. Art helps to preserve our culture. One example, for example, is when we look at caves of people who've lived thousands of years ago, we're able to learn about them because we look at their artwork and what they inscribed on their walls, and we've learned about that, how we've learned about history. Art attracts tourism, and from a point of view to help keep our economy and our community strong, we want to attract people. And Rockland County has a lot of natural beauty to offer. It has a lot of art to offer, and they go hand in hand. And I can speak well of County Executive Ed Day. I know he's put a lot of effort into our tourism department. I know of them, and that is something that I'm very proud of about our county. And when we talk about tourism attracting business, it's obvious that galleries and museums that we would have would attract people from all over, and they would come here and learn more about our society. If you look at some of the opinions of important people throughout history, one example of a great quote that I researched before coming on this morning was Aristotle. Aristotle said that the aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. And that's an important thing to think about, because it's a reflection of our society, and it's very important. I know that the Rockland Arts Festival is going to be taking place, I believe it starts January 22nd of next year, 2022. It goes for about 2 weeks. And I would highly recommend that everyone pay attention to those dates and try to find the various forms of art that's going to be made available. We have to remember that art inspires, art heals, art educates. It's expressive, it creates relationships. It's critically important that we support that. And I'd like to conclude and again say thank you so much for having me and letting me speak today by quoting President Kennedy. And this is an important quote relative to what's going on in the world today. President Kennedy said once at Amherst College, "We must never forget that art is not a form of propaganda, but a form of truth." Thank you so much for having me today. I hope to see you in January at the Arts Festival, and God bless. Have a good day. Thank you.